Chad, could you just talk about playing there beside Shon and all he's been through since he signed?
Playing behind besides Sean is is a great thing. Him being my roommate and everything. It's great to see all that he's been through and all that he's accomplished in the past. Since his treatment and everything. So I mean, it's great to see him back out there, and it's going to be great to play next to him. So I mean, I've told him that day after day that we're going to be a great team. That we know we have. We learn from each other, we teach each other, we do everything we have to do to get better. So, I mean, it's a great thing to see Sean back out there.
How good is he?
He's a great player. I mean, he works hard. He wants to learn. He's one of those players that during the summer that he tells me to come out there, let's go work on stuff, and I'll be like, let's go work on stuff on Saturdays, let's go work on stuff on Sundays. He's that player that wants to get better each and every day, and he works on his technique every single day. So, I mean, he's a great player.
How much as a player do you fans and stuff can be inspired, but as a teammate, is there anything that he's done, help you do your job a little bit better?
Oh yeah, I mean he's one of those players that I just go based off of. He teaches me how to be a great person inside. I mean, he's one of those teammates that that you see all that he's been through, that he's never gave up, that that you don't have no right to give up. So I mean, he's one of those players that inspires you to go harder each and every play, and I know that I'll go 110% for him, and he's gonna go 110% for me. So I mean, it's one of those great kind of things that we work with each other, we bond a good bit. So.
Chad, let's talk about your transition back to the left side. How's it been now that you've had a couple of weeks over there to kind of get back used to it?
Oh, it's been good. I mean, I just something I had to get back. It's something I had to get back used to. I mean, it was just, it's hard to lose Kozan out for the good season before the season started. But I know I had a lot on my hands that I probably had to step up and take his spot. So I mean, it was just something I had to work hard for. Something I worked for after every practice, or something I had to watch more extra film on. Just trying to get back used to, the left guard, being from right guard, left guard. I've transitioned to every position on the O-line but center, but I mean, it's just something I have to get back used to switching again. So, I mean, it's been going pretty good so far. I've been working on my technique. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect in their technique, so I've just been working on my technique, just trying to get better. Working with Sean, just trying to be, that good double team kind of left side that, Coach Malzahn wanted. I mean, we lost a great tackle in Greg, and we lost Kozan. Me and Sean have some big shoes to fill, so it's going to be a good year trying to get me and him back to the way it used to be.
Coach Grimes said a few weeks ago, this should be your money year. This is the year you can go make some money in the NFL. This is the time to do it. How motivated are you about that, knowing this is it, one, but also you got to make some moves here to be able to get in the NFL, get drafted earlier?
I mean, it's just something that I just work hard for every day. I mean, it's something that I kind of keep on the side. I don't like to think of it as, my money year. I'm just some like a player that's trying to get better each and every day. I'm not trying to think about the money or all that. I'm just trying to take it one game at a time, one practice at a time, and keep getting better on my technique. And eventually all that stuff is going to come. So, I mean, I just, go based off of, let Coach Grimes teach me, get better with him, and, just get good at everything I can get good at, get better at all my techniques, and eventually all that stuff will come later. So I'm not that type of person that, just think of something up here. I just think of the present time and just get used to that. So.
What do you see from Jeff coming back to? I mean, he's been effectively out for 2 years now. I mean, what do you see from him coming back in practice and stuff like that?
Well, Jeff is like the grandfather of the team. So I mean, I think he's been here longer than we expected. So I mean, it's good to see him back out there. So I mean, he's one of the leaders of the defense. I mean, he's one of those players that he's just a great player. He's one of those strong players. He's just everything that you expect in D-line. I mean, Jeff, he's worked hard to get back, and I tell him each and every day, I say, you better stop getting hurt because you're going to break some bones because, he's so old. But, I mean, I just got to mess with him. So, he's just a great player. He's a great person. I mean, he's one of those persons that you can always go to talk to or anything like that. But he's doing good with his transition coming back, and I'm glad to see him starting again. So, I can't wait to see what he has, back in store for us.
Chad, what kind of potential do you guys have as an offensive line group?
We have a great potential to be one of the best offensive lines in the SEC. I mean, that's what we work hard to do every day. I mean, we don't kind of think of as, you know, we're gonna be the best O-line, we just work to that. I mean, we have, you know, we kind of have mentality that we gotta take, you know, the little things, you know, the steps, right, techniques, everything. That's what Coach Grimes based off everything. So, I mean, we just go based off that, and we just take it one day at a time, one practice at a time, just to keep getting better, and eventually it's gonna come up to be the best offensive line in the SEC like we were last year. So it's just something that we just work hard for every day and work towards too. So when we have great potential on the O-line, we have, you know, Avery, we have a lot of people coming back, and we have a lot of experience. I mean, Pat, Avery, me, Reese, and Sean. I mean, we all bonded. We play as five. We don't play as just one. So I mean, it's just something great to have that brotherhood with each other, that we know we can trust that person next to us to get better. So it's something that we work for all day this summer. Extra practices with the O-line, extra film work, and including, you know, getting Braden, the big man, back in, you know, getting everything right. So I mean, it's just, you know, just getting everything back how we were last year. We're working until we can be better than we were last year.
Chad, what's the biggest difference between playing on the right side or the left side? Or really the only adjustment just having to get used to playing to somebody different?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of, you know, you got to think about the technique, words, and all that. But I mean, it's pretty much just the same. But you know, we're kind of guards that, you know, the pull in and all that stuff. It's something that you got to get used to again. But it's pretty much the same thing. You just got to flip stuff in your head, pretty much. So you just got to flip it to go to the right side. And if coach needs you to go back to the right side, just in case something ever happens, you just got to flip it over again. So I mean, it's just pretty good. Just know everything on the O-line. That's kind of a good thing. So you know that if somebody goes down, that we can have somebody you can switch. So.
Chad, last year you guys snuck up against some people and you weren't, you know, you were under the radar a little bit. This year, obviously, being ranked in the top 5, 10. What's the expectations for? Have you guys talked about that as a team? Kind of what you guys expect out of each other? What maybe, you know, with the target on your back?
Yeah, we've talked about it all the time. We don't look at the rankings as, you know, oh yeah, we're ranked high. I mean, we went from last year not being ranked to being, you know, going to the national championship. I mean, we just don't. We know the expectations of how we went as from last year of being the hunter as being this year as being the hunted. So I mean, we know that we have a target on our belt. We know our expectations are high. We know that, you know, as a senior group, we don't want to, you know, leave the Auburn legacy as, you know, that losing senior group. I mean, we all have big expectations for all the team, and we always, you know, respect each other. We always have, you know, the leaders come out whenever. So I mean, we know what's on our backs, and we know that what we have to in store for us this whole year. So we'll be
Chad, I'm sorry. Chad, how you feel about Jeremy Johnson leading the offense?
I feel great about it. We have confidence in both of our in all of our quarterbacks actually. So I mean, it's, you know, it's just like if Nick was back there. I mean, we all have, you know, he's a leader on the team. Jeremy's a leader. I mean, you can't really tell the difference. I mean, it's something that you have to go based off of. But we have confidence in both our quarterbacks, and we know that coaches do too. So we're just ready to see what happens on Saturday.
Chad, you